Saluti tutto il mondo! That means hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Nick and Knarf, the brothers in outside of Tucson, Arizona, because they won't let us in the city. So we have to stay out here. No, I'm kidding. We love Tucson. We love where we live, but we are glad to be here with you today for a celebration of one of the greatest rock acts of the 80s and beyond. One of the iconic female singers of all rock history, the band B, Blondie.
Blondie started out in the mid-'70s. That's when they were formed by Debbie Harry and Chris Stein. The other members were also Jimmy Destri, Clem Burke, and Gary Valentine. So these guys started out in the mid-'70s and tore it up.
They did. They had a great run through 82, and then they broke up. Hard to believe. From 74 to 82, they broke up, had a breakup, and didn't reform again till 1997. And they're still playing from 1987 on. So a really amazing, two-section career. Both of them very successful their own way, but especially the first one.
They started out kind of being punk and new wave, then they added in things like reggae and what's that type of rock you always say, that soft rock or whatever you call it?
A power pop? Or?
Power pop, yeah, kind of a power pop sound to it. What blows me away is, as of 2014, they'd sold 40 million records worldwide.
40 million. Listen to this discography. First of all, just to let you know, they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2006. So they are enshrined in the Hall of Fame. They have their discography, dig it, 11 studio albums, 4 live albums, 14 compilation albums, 7 video albums, 35 music videos, 3 EPs, and 38 singles. And think of this, 4 number 1 songs: Heart of Glass, from 79, Call Me, which was from the movie American Gigolo, 1980, The Tide is High from 1980 as well, and then Rapture from 1981. So that range from 79 to 82 was their absolute heyday, where they hit the high water mark of success and achievement, and the unique, great voice of the very, very talented and one of the finest front women of all rock time is Deborah Harry. She's just amazing.
Now, one of the things that when they first came out, this was around the time that I'd gotten married, was starting my long-lasting career. And man, you get in the car and you turn on the radio, you'd hear her all day long. You'd hear these guys playing all day long. And to be honest with you, they got kind of tired of it because they got overplayed. But imagine all the money they were making. Yep. But the fact remains, though, that these guys endured. I mean, those 4 number ones. I mean, we talk about top 10 and top 5, how hard that is. 4 number ones. That tells you a lot.
38 overall singles. That's pretty damn incredible. But especially with a gap of something like 15 years before their 2 incarnations. Yeah. Anyway, it's so tough to figure out which ones to do. But we got some great tunes we're going to play. We're going to play 3 selections for you. 2 from the early incarnation and 1 really great song from the second incarnation of Blondie that I really admire, and I discovered it kind of late. And it's from a live album from 1999. That was a follow-up tour to their album, the reuniting album called No Exit. The song is called Maria.
And it was a number 1 in the UK.
It was a big hit for them in the UK when they came back after a 15-year hiatus. But anyway, we're going to get to it in a second. But before we do, we'd like to encourage you, if you have not, please subscribe, hit the like icon for us. That helps the algorithm help us promote a little more. Share with your friends. Tell them about Nick and Knarf, because we care for your ears. And for all of our subscribers, as you always know, we love you to death. We love you so much. Thank you for all your support. But we are ready to kick it off. This is the first song from Blondie that I heard that got me to know who Debbie Harry was and this amazing band in 1979.
The thing I wanted to say was, you think they had copyright issues with the
comic book?
The comic
Blondie?
strip.
Probably not, because Blondie was sort of a common name. I don't think... It didn't really have any reference to the movie other than calling her Blondie because she was blonde, But
Right, but that
maybe there might have been, but nobody was going to press it, because they were two different
I
realities.
read Blondie every day. I mean, when I would read the newspaper.
Yeah, it was a comic and a TV show in the early 50s. It was
I don't remember that.
You don't remember the TV show?
No.
Dagwood, Bumstead, and all the guys?
No, I
really
didn't
a funny
remember
show
that.
for a couple of years, really early 50s.
Well,
but
I was born in 54.
I know, but it was on TV in my childhood, and I remember seeing it. But anyway, that aside, this is the song that really, to me, kicked off their career in my mind. It came out in 1979, and this is it. It's One Way or Another, Blondie. Here we go. Come on. There we go.
I'm gonna win ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna see ya. I wanna meet ya one day. Maybe next week. I'm gonna meet ya. I'll meet ya. I will drive past your house, and if the lights are all down, I'll see who's around. One way or another, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you. One way or another, I'm gonna win ya. I'll get ya. One way or another, I'm gonna see ya. I'm gonna meet ya one day. Maybe next week, I'm gonna meet ya. I'll meet ya. And if the lights are all out, I'll follow your bus downtown. See who's hanging out. One way or another, I'm gonna lose ya. I'm gonna give you the slip, or slip on the hip or another. I'm gonna lose ya. I'm gonna trick ya. I'll trick ya. One way or another, I'm gonna lose ya. I'm gonna trick ya. One way or another, I'm gonna lose ya. I'm gonna give you the slip. I walk down the mall, stand over by the wall where I can see it all. Find out who you're gonna lead you to the supermarket, check out some specials and wrap you. Get lost in the crowd. One way or another, on a way like I said you all. Find out who you're gonna. One way or another, on a way like I said you all. Find out who you're gonna. One way or another, on a way like I said you all. Find out who you're gonna.
Nicky, what do you think, baby?
Okay, so I would get rid of all that last part. I didn't like it.
You don't like the ending? I like the outro a little bit.
No, I don't. One thing sorry.
That's okay.
One thing about her is it just shows you that you don't have to have this phenomenal vocal range. She's got a really limited vocal range. She's very charismatic.
She's super
And I'm not
charismatic.
saying she's not a good singer. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this is it's almost 80s music that decided to start a little early.
Oh, yeah.
You know, don't you think? I mean,
Sure,
it's a
it's new.
transitional.
This is the beginning of the new wave, man. I mean, it started in the late 70s. All the big bands of the early 80s were new wave artists that were really playing kind of raw, edgy songs because it was returned to like the 60s garage sound, the kind of raw, cutting edge sound.
The music, the breaks in here were awesome. I mean, the way that these musicians threw in some really differences from the regular melody part to all of a sudden the middle part of that song was fantastic.
You know, I did some research before we recorded here, and it did say that apparently the song is inspired by an actual incident that happened to Deborah Harry, that she was apparently being stalked by someone in New Jersey. So it's that inspired her, and it actually caused her to move out of New Jersey because this guy apparently was relentlessly pursuing her.
Eek.
Luckily, nothing dangerous happened, but that's interesting that it came from a personal place. But it really busted Deborah Harry's voice onto the scene, along with Pat Benatar and Chrissy Hind.
Benatar, though, came out
and
like
Martha Davis of the Motels. All of that was really,
Martha Davis more.
Martha Davis.
Benatar was around in 72, 73. You know, she was earlier, but she was really pretty. Debbie Harry, I mean, when she first came out, I mean,
striking woman.
And don't forget, a lot of music videos. And boy, she was great on the screen. I mean, I'm not.
She had like a throwback kind of beauty. She looked a little like a Marilyn Monroe kind of sultriness in her face, you know.
Yes, she did.
But boy, she could belt it out with a great charismatic stage presence. Really outstanding.
She knows how to sing. I'm not saying that she doesn't have great vocal range, but she knows how to sing. That's important.
Anyway, let us know your thoughts. Please share your comments with us. We'd love to get back to you. Now, here's the second song we want to share from you. I know we could have picked so many other songs, you know, like the number one hits and everything, but we're going to some maybe a couple of deeper cuts. This one was another big hit. It isn't in her top lists of like charting stuff, but boy, it's a memorable tune and another cranky kind of song, just memorable. This one sounds a little like the Go-Go's. This one is called Dreaming. Here it is, Blondie and Dreaming.
Yeah, it does. That drummer's playing fast. Great line.
Love this part here.
Sit by and watch the rain.
So, Nicky, what you think of that one? You've
I
heard that
think-
one? Yeah, you've heard that one,
yeah,
haven't you?
I think that drummer needs to soak his wrists after that song. Man, oh man, he was like playing hard the whole time. She actually showed good vocal range in this one. I really liked it. It sounded like a song from the early 60s, you know.
It really
My
did.
boyfriend's back and
It does. It has that girl band of the 60s
Very good,
sound.
though.
Very raw. I mean, I think her music was really played a lot in dance clubs, especially on the East Coast, even in Hollywood, because her music is really great to dance to. And it's kind of, that one has an interesting beat. It's sort of a pseudo ska. Ska music, which is kind of accelerated reggae, and it has a little bit of that quality with some rock and roll, but I love that chorus in the middle. I mean, it was a nice
It was like it
change.
could have come out of one of the Frankie Avalon movies, the beach movies.
It really has a retro quality to
Yeah.
it, which is so engaging, and she sings it well, and the band really mixed it nicely. I think
she
they
sang
did
it.
it really.
She sang it really well. The mix was. You could just see that. I mean, this was a well-produced album. That one was. Which album was this? Like the third or fourth?
I think this is the third album.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
could just.
sure.
They started putting money into their production.
Yeah,
I mean, those.
just terrific. But I mean, Blondie.
But did you also notice you didn't hear the bass till the very end? Where the hell was the bass line in that whole song?
You know,
Jeez.
they play a lot of their records, especially the early ones, like they're a band playing on a stage or something, because they're very foundational. They don't get into a lot of other instrumentation till we do a lot more Debbie Harry ballad songs like Glass. What's Heart of Glass and Rapture and stuff, which is kind of trippier, more disco-y. I mean, it's really strange because she plays all kinds of different stuff and she handles it all really, really well. But these two songs are like the epitome of the alternative kind of retro new wave version of stuff that was really hitting big time on the music scene in the late 70s and early 80s.
Yeah.
But what did you think of Dreamin'? Is it one of your favorite songs? Leave us your comments about your favorite Blondie stuff. I know we could have played a lot of other great stuff, but hey, we only play so many. But what we got to do now, though, I got to pause for a second and change the CD because I'm going to this other album, Blondie Live, to play my final selection for you, which is a song I just really adore. And I didn't really come to it until in the mid 2000s, even though the album had been out for a while. There's a studio version of it, but this will be a live version from this album, Blondie Live. So we'll be right back in just a second. So please bear with us. Be right back. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the little bit of a delay. Appreciate your patience. But we're going to play now, finish off our tribute to great Blondie, Debbie Harry, and all of her many great musicians, especially her partner, Chris Stein. This song, Maria, from this album, Blondie Live, which came out in 1999, was recorded on a 1998-99 tour in support of the album No Exit, which came out in 1999. And it has a lot of their old material and a lot of stuff from that album, No Exit. And one of these songs is this great song, Maria, which, like I said, I stumbled upon late, and it is one of her finest. I hope you enjoy it too. Here it is from Blondie Live. It's Maria.
Oh, yeah. Moves like she don't care. Smooth as silk, cool as air. Ooh, it makes you wanna cry. She doesn't know your name, and your heart beats like a subway train. Ooh, it makes you wanna die. Ooh, don't you wanna take her? You wanna make her all your own. Maria, you've gotta see her. Go insane, love you more. Regina, Maria. Don't you wanna take her home? I've seen this thing before in my best friend and the boy next door. Fool for love, fool on fire. Well, coming from the rain, she's oceans running down the drain. Blue as ice and desire. Ooh, don't you wanna break her? Don't you wanna take her home? Maria, you've gotta see her. Go insane, love you mind. Regina, Hallelujah. A million and one candlelight. Don't you wanna make her? And don't you wanna take her home? She walks like she don't care. Wanna take her everywhere. Ooh, it makes you wanna cry. She's like a millionaire, walking on imported air. Ooh, it makes you wanna die. Ah! Maria, you've gotta see her. Go insane, love your mind. Regina, Hallelujah. A million and one candlelight.
Okay, so I don't think I've ever heard that
I don't
song.
think you have. That's why another reason I wanted to play it. I don't think you ever heard that song.
And I have to take it back. Her vocal range was great in this one.
Think about it. This is almost 30 years after.
she's
well,
about,
no, 20 years. Excuse me.
she's about 45 years old, maybe around.
Her voice got actually richer.
I think so,
I think it
too.
got richer and a little bit more
And
mellow
I'll
in
tell
its
you,
delivery.
she likes singing this song. You can tell that she really and I bet you it's about her. You know, it might be about her, or it's somebody that was very close to her. I love her low range, and then when she lets it all, she goes that falsetto into the. And how about that lead guitarist?
Oh, wasn't that
Woo!
tasty? That wasn't an overly drawn out lead, but boy, it had such punctuated excellence and so much stuff. But I just love the chord movement of that song and the little surprises. Don't you want to take a doo-doo-doo? I don't know what that is, if that's an organ or a ocarina or something.
Probably a keyboard,
But
yeah.
boy, I mean, just little touches. Then the bells, you hear that bing, bang, 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 Maria, bam, bam, bam,
Well
bam.
produced too, man, for a
live show? Oh, man.
Yeah, she was almost flawless. The only, with one of the things you do when you're live is you might come in a little early or a little bit late, but who cares? at that one part, but man, oh man, she sang this song as good as she sings
Isn't
anything.
it wonderful? I mean, I really grown to love this song a lot. One of my favorites of all of her catalog. But we hope you liked it a lot. Leave us your comments. We'd be glad to get back
Did you
to
guys ever see them in
Anybody
concert?
see her in concert? I never did,
We
unfortunately.
always say her, but it's them, you know.
Damn, it's her, right? Her, but she's the force of everything.
draw,
there.
yeah.
But what a great star! They deserve being in the Hall of Fame. A truly outstanding act for 40 years, 50 years almost. Just fabulous, and we hope you enjoyed it. And remember, if you haven't and you enjoyed what you heard, would you please subscribe? Hit that like icon for us. It's very important. And share it with your
take anything
friends.
other than
Tell your friends about us.
using your finger.
Because we got a lot of great stuff. We have lots of great content for you to enjoy. And for all of you subscribers, God, we love you so much. And we thank you for all your support.
And we'll see you next time on another edition of Nick and Knarf.
Be here or be square. All right?
Signing off, guys.
Peace out. Ciao, Bambini. Bye-bye.